relationship uh, internally. You know what I'm saying? Like, because finances are very serious, and it goes hand in hand with if you got kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're in tune too, because ignorance is bliss. And like for 5 years, I was out there clicking and clocking them gears, and I was making stacks, dude. I mean, every week I was bringing home like 2,300, 24, no less than 18, and I wasn't asking the right questions. I was just out there getting whipped over my back. And when it came down to it, I didn't have nothing to show for it because I couldn't answer no questions. Like, the homies was like, "Well, where's all your money at? What did she spend it on? How come you don't have at least 10,000 in savings? Like, you was making at least this much a year if you calculate it up after taxes." And I couldn't answer one question. I felt like Ice Cube with NWA, and it's because you put your faith and trust in that person to be your partner that you don't think they're gonna rip you off. And I don't think it really has anything to do with gender. It just has to do with their personality and what they believe. And what I ended up finding out was that because we were both poor kids when we grew up. What I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to her, but at the same time, it's like whatever. It's one of those things when you come from a certain place, and people don't expect you to make it because you come from like trailer park town or whatever. They just look at it like, oh, your husband's a truck driver, like you made it. Like you're basically
That's terrible.
Britney Spears to us and stuff. So you try to support that lifestyle by running around acting a certain way or buying certain things and trying to keep up appearances, and it's just bad.
Yeah,
And
I feel that.
it happens that way sometimes.
Okay.
Shout out to the
Um,
truck drivers.
shout out to the drivers. Nay, what are you thinking? Roles reversed?
Well, I can definitely agree with you guys. I feel like nowadays this generation is just so different. Things are being done differently. And most of the time, the men are really the ones that are working, right? And the women too. Don't get us wrong. We still want to be able to get our bag too, but we want to make sure that we have something that we know we accomplished, right? If it's the home and my husband is going to work and he's giving me the money, I'm going to make sure that all that money is going to the right place. I feel like nowadays men are so irresponsible. So we just got to make sure that our backbone is straight. Because say I fall, all this stuff is in my name, right? Most of the time, let's be real. Most of the time the home, the car, all that be in the woman's name. The man may have put the money down, but it's in her name, right? So if something go wrong, that's going to be on her credit. We are just trying to make sure we're good and we are straight.
Hold up now. Let me be clear. I want to point out that I recently saw a video about a husband and wife. He had 22 racks in the bank, and she took 11 and put it in a personal account and didn't tell him. And she said that was for security reasons. And I was just like, that sounds a little suspicious. I was like, no person that's married to somebody would ever sit there and do something like that if they
Babysitter.
didn't know for a fact that they about to divorce them and leave. And I mean, 11 racks ain't gonna get you very far anyway. But at the exact same time, just the audacity of her taking what they built together, because she was cooking and feeding
You're
him,
not putting
taking
this stuff in your name.
the work and stuff.
When it
It's
comes to
like,
stuff like that, man, that's tough. Like, uh, what you think, Mister Perfect? If you're dealing with a woman and you're get say you giving her 10 bands or whatever to put to the side, and out of that 10 bands, she take $2,000 or $3,000 each time and put it on the side for her. And on top of that, you're giving her money anyway because that's your woman. You know, giving her money for the bills and stuff like that. Like, here's 10 bands, hold it. This is for the bills. This is for the for to keep us our life running. And she's skimming money off the top and giving it to herself. And on top of that, you're giving her money on the side.
she robbing y'all,
And
not you.
there's something that's going on though. Like,
Right, right. Hmm. Yeah,
Right.
to the
Like
point.
me and Ken had a conversation yesterday. saying that, all right, Nay, you are a breadwinner, Nay. You are you pretty much you meet a guy and you're telling him, look, this is all I want. I want you to stay at this house, keep this house clean, and I'm gonna give you 25 bands a month. We'll just say 10 because 10's a little reasonable, but I'm gonna give you 10 bands a month, and all you got to do is just when I want it, you give it to me. Keep my house clean. Don't mess with anybody unless I approve the person. The money. So is he supposed to use that money on you, or is he supposed to keep it on the side? It's like a payment.
Honestly, when I lend you over my entire check for you to do what you're going to do with it, that's out of my hands.
So if it's on that's what I'm saying. So that's how it is from you. It's on, you put it in that person's hands. Now on the other side, if I'm the provider and I'm giving you money to take care of our household, and you're taking money off the top, I didn't directly be like, all right, this is the money for the bills. If you need some, take this out of that money. I didn't say that.
But okay, so you are telling me that you have not did your math to add up every bill that we have to make sure you're giving me the correct amount. That's what you're telling me?
Well, no, I gave you more than enough. I know how much the bills are. I gave you 10 bands. This is how our bills are we'll say 8,500,
Okay.
right? And I gave you 10. What are you doing with the rest of the money instead of saving it?
Oh no,
You should save it for us, but you're taking it for you.
Oh yeah, for sure I'm gonna be saving it. But it's like
but you're getting money as well from
Yeah, on top of that, I'm giving you money also. Babysitter.
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna save the money, or it's gonna be being saved for an emergency or something of that course. But I'm just not gonna run off with the money. No, no.
So do you guys believe in joint bank accounts?
Yeah.
I used to when I was married.
No.
If I was married, yeah.
And that was where I made my mistake.
Married. Sometimes you gotta be stingy. There is nothing wrong with you being stingy. Like I've learned that from my mother. She was stingy, but it was a good reason. Like me being a mother now, I understand why she wasn't doing Lord, So I'm gonna be stingy. I'm sorry.
I keep it G with you, man. Like I'm pretty sure Mir probably had a couple moments, in his life too, where you get paid and you ain't spent a dime of your check. You still at work, you sweating, you parking the truck, you doing your post trip, you getting out, you wiping all that sweat off of you, you going to the thing to turn your paperwork in, and you getting in your keys and you blasting that air conditioning. You're like, man, I'm about to go home and drink the biggest glass of water.
That sounds like something you lived. But I used to work for Pepsi, and I would say I had some rough days working for Pepsi where I worked 12, 30. I used to go to work at 4 in, and sometimes I wouldn't get off until like 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock that night. And I encountered, I remember my ex being like, where you been at all day? Type stuff sometimes, and I'm like, wait, why are you working 15 hours every day? And what I would do personally, because I learned this from my dad, is what he would do with my mom. If my dad made over his target amount, so say you make $1,000 a week, right?
Right.
And he made $1,600 that week, he would give my mom $1,000 and keep the other money for himself. And he would split the money. He would pretty much split it between the kids. So he would take me and my siblings, take some money out, put like $50 in each of our accounts, and then the rest would be his, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why my dad did it like that, but I guess it made sense at the end of the day.
You want to start feeling you guys sense of responsibility.
My mom wasn't robbing my dad because, she worked too. So it kind of didn't really matter. And I felt like I never wanted for anything. They never argued. I never ever seen my parents argue one time. They was in the car, but you know how that go. That's like some driving stuff. But I've never ever witnessed my parents arguing about money or anything like that.
Because enough for y'all to worry about. Y'all got to be busy being kids.
Right. We was in grown folks' business, but I still didn't hear them arguing.
Oh yeah. And I remember just giving my pay stub up to her virtually, and I was just like, look, You see the
Why are
hour.
you okay? That's on the list. That's definitely on the list. But before we get into that, hello Lex.
Hi, man.
So,
What's
like,
today, Lex? Welcome to the best day on the app,
It's the
Wednesday.
best day on the app. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I know, right? I know.
It happened.
If you can introduce yourself, Lex, real quick.
I am Lex Blanca. I host a featured show every Wednesday. That's why it's the best day on the app. I ain't gonna lie. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, called Venus versus Mars. So if y'all want to be on the show, you can fave me. You can hit up Mir to get on the show too.
Well, you can hit me. You can hit me up.
You
All
not in
right,
my
I
group
feel
chat? You in
special.
my group chat, in it? You admin.
Oh
type
yeah,
of shit?
I'm in there. I'm in
Oh, yeah,
there.
we talked before.
Yeah.
All right, so Lex, jumping you in real quick. We're talking about money. If I give you money, and you're taking some on the side for yourself, is that right?
I feel like if it's for the bills, then that's what it should be for. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm the type, I'm gonna work and have my own money. Like my man paying all the bills, I still want my own money. I don't want to have to go and ask him for monies. Like I want to have my there it is.
It's both. I've experienced where I've given my money to pay the bills and she's paid the bills. And then I've also gave one of my exes money to pay the bills. And somehow it's like, well, the rent's due and we're $300-400 short on the rent. How? I've been giving you money all month. You know? So I've experienced both situations. Also, ladies, do you check your man's pay stubs?
No, that's
why?
unnecessary. For what?
You ain't
Okay.
no. I'm not your mother. Boy.
Right. I don't need to do any of that. Like what you make is what you make. I don't.
What man is
man.
crazy, Sticky?
Right. Anyway, we're not going to pay attention to Sticky with the shenanigans. Mr. Perfect, are you allowing your woman to check your pay stubs? What if she just, how much did you make this week? You know, you gonna give her all the information. You're gonna be like, here, look at this.
You clocking my paperwork? No, we can't do that. I'm not doing that. That's not cute. I ain't gonna be able to just let you know, like I got you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't reaching in your bills paid. Am I home from work? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you happy? Like, let's talk about this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm sorry. What does me cheating have to do with how much money I get paid?
Well, to be honest with you, like that was my ex's biggest problem. She thought that I was out there working at Waste Management, hitting on these old ladies who were bringing their trash cans out for me to pick up, which I was just like, come on now. I got a certain amount of time to get out here and get this and get back to my yard and clean this truck out. You think I'm gonna take like 5.5 minutes to take care of some business? Come on now. So,
right. So I mean, first off, one thing I learned over the years is if you want to cheat, you're gonna find a way to do it. One way or another, you're gonna find a way to do it. But as far as if I'm making $1,200-1,300 a week, if I make $1,100 instead of $1,300 that week, you're gonna automatically think I'm cheating.
I don't know, dude, but it was one of those things like because we were under union contract, so it didn't matter what time I got done. If I got my route done in 6 hours, I still got paid for 10. So I was like, dude, I'm with it. I live 5 minutes away from my yard. Let me go knock this out real quick on a Tuesday. I only got like 44 stops. I can get done by like 11 o'clock in the morning when I get here at 7, and then I can enjoy the rest of the day with my full check and just kick it at home, playing video games, smoking hookah. So I would go do that and be done.
I feel that.
But for her,
that's wild.
Because
you had a lot going on, brother.
Yeah,
you had a lot going on. I know your story, so I know you already had a lot going on.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
gave him my pay stub.
All right,
I just
hold on, real quick.
Like it was a trust thing.
And we got to pause for the cause, my brother.
Oh, okay.
We got to pause for the cause. Nay.
I'm going to be reading today's historical fact. In 1983, Emmeline King became Ford's first Black female car designer, shaping the 1994 Ford Mustang interior. That is what I call Black girl magic.
Did you snap?
Absolutely.
All right, Black girl magic.
Just adding on to that, for those who don't know, that was actually a really good year for the Mustang. It was a actual really good gear shift that they changed in that interior design, making it more streamlined with the V8 variant and the V6. So if you are a car enthusiast and you decide to become a drag racer, those are two very good cars you could get from that year.
The Mustang is trash, by the way, but I'm proud that a Black woman did something with that. All right. I only say that because it's Mopar. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dodge over Ford for sure.
Yeah.
What you coughing for?
What?
What?
I'm recovering. Look, that was
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you had a problem.
No, it's a real cough.
No, okay. All right. Yeah. It was Wednesday, but we could fight. You know what I'm saying? All right. Mr. Perfect, can your woman check you in public?
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Depending on the type of woman I mess with, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna like be like a check, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect my woman's word in public, so I don't have to, because I don't calm down. So I need to just, you know what I'm saying, chill out. If I know where I'm wrong, and if my woman seeing I'm doing something, she wouldn't be saying nothing if I wasn't doing something bogus. You know what I'm saying? So
right. All right, ladies.
I don't mess with women like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, ladies. You're being, because we're gonna go into the question, but you're talking to somebody. Everybody's seen Temptations for the most part, right? Mm-hmm. A scene where
talking about the movie or the show?
The movie where David Ruffin sends his goon over to grab his woman because she being too friendly.
Tammy, yeah.
How do you feel about your man snatching you up in public, saying "let's go," snatching you up, "let's go," because you talking to somebody he don't want you talking to or whatever?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm not a child. First of all, you can talk to me like the adults that we are. You know what I'm saying? Don't grab me like I'm a child. I would do that to a kid if they was doing something they weren't supposed to do. You snatch them up. Don't snatch me up because you're gonna get an earful. Because you're gonna feel some kind of way at the end of it. So just don't do it.
Literally.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
You know?
I mean, I'm doing it.
Hush up, woman, and sit in the box and look cute.
Wow, that
I will
was
get out
strong.
this box right now. I will leave.
See, look, and I just grab you by your arm. And I'm gonna get out of this stream. I'm gonna drag you out this live right now.
We gonna box down at the same time. We just gonna at the same time. We gone. Cause what? No.
Right.
See, I think that it's weird because
in the box to look cute.
Just sit there. Hey. So I don't know how many y'all been around in the streets, but I'm pretty sure y'all done been to a live where it's like 3 girls sitting in the box. They ain't said nothing the whole live. You better not talk to nobody coming in here. Mr. Perfect. I know you seen it, bro. You go on a live, it's like 2-3 girls sitting in there. They ain't said nothing to you. Didn't said something to them.
I don't be in people live, bro.
Well, you know what? I barely ever seen you anywhere. I barely ever seen
you outside, bro. I don't be in people live, bro.
As long as I've known you, I've only seen you in 2 places.
See,
I don't go to people live, bro. I stream. I'm trying to get 65 diamonds. Can you help me, Nene?
Right.
Yeah, I gotta get with Nate too. I think that people only do that kind of stuff because I'd be honest with you, man. Like, it's I don't know the exact terminology I'm trying to use. Sorry, I'm still waking up. But it's knowing your partner. Like, if you know the buttons that you can push with them, you know your limitations. So that's the only reason why I think somebody would do that kind of thing in public. Like, if I know my woman has got like a quiet temperament and she's real mousy, I could just snatch her and be like, you know what? Come here, Heina. Like, what you doing? You trying to embarrass me in front of these people? Everybody
knows that, like, you do, like, you know. I would say you should know within a month or two what kind of person you're dealing with.
And if not, you're dealing with a serial killer.
Yeah, you should know. But at the same time, you could be with somebody 10 years and not even know them for real. But you understand like if your people are soft spoken or not, or if a guy's in the background or a woman plays the background, you know, if she talks to people, is she friendly, is she, you know, are you approachable, you know, different things like that.
Yeah.
Like Nay and Lex, do you feel like you guys are approachable in public?
No. I walk around with a mean mug. I'm not even lying. I don't approach me.
So
don't, don't approach me.
if I'm like, you know, out my body and I'm in a good
What's up,
mood,
Kitty?
come up to me smiling like, hey, I'm gonna say it depends on how they come up to me. That's what I'm gonna say. It depends on how they come up to me and do it.
You at the mall.
Cause sometimes I be wanting somebody to come up to me and tell me I look pretty. Some days I don't.
Okay. All right. I was seeing that also recently. I'll ask the fellas first. So fellas, because we know the women get it all the time. A woman compliments you. How do you feel about that compliment? Does it change? Does it really change your mood?
I just think they lying because they horny.
Wow. Oh my
I
God.
gotta agree with him, man.
I can
like,
tell you
man,
so handsome, Mr. Perfect, and I want to do the girl. Why you want to lie to me? I'm calling my live.
90% of the time they're with another female or they're with their little entourage or clique or what have you, and they're trying to front because they want to try and get some attention from their homegirls to get hyped up.
I don't have no money. I don't have no money. Stop telling me I look good, okay? I don't have
So
no
you
money.
gotta run past them with the hands up. I'm broke. She'll leave you alone.
I'm broke.
That's it. Yeah.
Look. All right. So I've seen a thing saying that men take compliments more serious than women because women hear them more often.
Nah.
I can
You don't
see
think
that.
so?
I be this much flattered, bro. I be this much flattered.
Yeah.
Like
It's horrible.
Sounds about true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Man,
I don't know. I be feeling like, for me personally, when I don't look at myself, like, I guess I want to be like, how do you see me in your eyes? That's really what I want to be like. How do you see me for real? Like, what do you see when you look at me for real? Besides me being tall, because y'all both looked up. I could see the screen. Y'all both looked up, and at the same time.
Not too much.
All right then, you know.
But see,
So
you also gotta. It depends on where she's from too, dude. Like I've been on the East Coast delivering, and East Coast girls way different than California girls, man. Like they'll walk right up to you and just snatch you up and be like, "Come here, shorty." You know what I'm saying? You gonna run me that? It's like what? And they be dead serious with you too. They be like, "I like your fit."
okay, y'all, hold on. Scrap, my man's right here. It says, I don't think we care about compliments, but I'd be flattered over it. You know, pretty much the comments is moving. So a gesture like flowers or opening a door. If a woman opens up a door for you,
I'm slamming it.
or paying for dinner.
No, she can buy dinner, but you better not ever touch that door.
Yep.
You better not be outside touching doors in front of me. Now you can buy dinner.
I know women that get annoyed by men opening doors because it feels like it's delaying the process. Like if I open the door, you walk in, then I have to walk past you again and open up the door again. You know.
What type of weird lady is that?
I've met them, bro. I've met them.
Wow, never.
Yep. Kitty, what are you trying to say, Kitty? You have a
I'm gonna open the door every time for you, but don't worry about
hold
it.
on, Kim, real quick. I'll box you down real quick, bro.
That plastic fluff. I just want to know what you want.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, what were you going to say, ma'am?
I mean, well, sorry they weren't getting out for 2 days. So I mean, I don't know.
Kitty.
You in the box, Kitty?
Am I even on here?
You are. We can see you.
Can you see me? Because I can't see myself. Look,
All
I'm
right, but
new to this.
we can hear you. We can hear you. What were you trying to say, ma'am? I was trying to piece
You got a really
together.
great, I can just tell you got a really great personality just from the way you're talking or whatever. And I mean, like door opening, I mean, that's overrated. You know what I'm saying? Especially a girl to open it for a guy. I mean, yeah, she can pay for his dinner and that'd be great. And that'd show she really likes him and shit. But I mean, like opening the door, come on now. That's a little too much there. That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
All right, I appreciate your input.
Yep.
I'm gonna box you back down. Stay here because might bring you back up. All right. Anybody else had anything they wanted to get off their chest that they didn't want to type before I bring Ken back? Ken, sir, you get the box. Oh my God! Here we go.
I'm favoring all y'all ladies in here too. By the way, I'm new. I'm just trying to get my favor.
All right, y'all, brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Oh, this lady. Oh, you the girl who owned Pecan. I remember you. Don't think I don't.
My pet. Yep, he's my pet. Anyway, I got all sexy pets. But however, right? I just want to address the compliment part because I feel like y'all was way too modest. When y'all get a compliment from the right person, right? I feel like that definitely does more for y'all than us. Like, no offense, Mirror, but almost every dude coming in my stream is hey beautiful, hi gorgeous, hey pretty. Yeah, I ain't seen not a one compliment in here to you today, Mr. Mirror. So
I wasn't talking about me.
I mean, I am, but I'm just saying, not so much as you specifically, but just
I'm ugly. You ain't see one handsome in here. Clearly, I'm ugly.
No, that's not
I
why.
come to hear my voice.
It's just how it is. Like y'all a little bit more parched than we are. And so when
I was reaching for my water when you said that. Yeah.
I'm crying.
So I think that when we come through and the right person sends y'all a compliment, I think it gasses y'all a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially for somebody.
Okay.
Yes, he's very handsome. He's very handsome.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
just saying,
it.
like, but I'm just saying the compliments as far as from a woman to a man versus a man
I
to
was
a woman.
just like, we don't hear it all the time like you guys do. If you got 100 guys coming to your stream saying, "Hey, beautiful," like, does it even mean anything?
No.
What if I came in? What if I came in and threw a jet and then said, "Hey, beautiful, how you doing today?"
That means a little
in the
bit.
box and they're cute. Then it's like, okay, you're cute. You complimented me. Boom. But if they just
so if
Now-
I compliment
now,
you, could I get in the box? Hey, beautiful, how you feeling today? You know what I'm saying?
It first depends on your photo. We're always gonna first look at the picture, right? For instance, Mrs. Demon, she just came in. We looking, we're like, okay, I can see you. I'm gonna click on your profile. If you ugly to me, no, I'm gonna say thank you and keep it pushing. But if I click on it, you cute, ooh, baby, get in the box. Hold on. What your name is? So that's what let's be for real.
Shallow.
But all right, so we know. Look, we know how it is with guys. All right, 5 dudes come in your stream. Everybody says, "Hey, good morning, beautiful." The only one you address is the one that gifted you. Y'all not clicking on every single picture of the people that come in your live, because a lot of time I be sitting in some of y'all streams and a dude will come in, won't say nothing, and then y'all be sitting there like, "Oh, just come in here, don't say nothing." But then some random dude just come in, send you a jet, and you didn't clicked on his profile, you didn't made him red, you didn't judge him. Dang, you look cute. I like the picture number 3 when you need to put picture number 3 up and you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. So what determines that a man that what makes us get looked at is, you know, because you're not automatically clicking on everybody's picture when they come in your stream. It's our actions and our gestures towards you. That's what makes us attractive to make you even look at us. And we know women don't care about how a man looks at the end of the day. You could be an ugly man with money and security and you'll deal with that. But men, we focus on looks, so you can't just look any kind of way.
Hell no.
That's true. You are more visual. Absolutely.
We're definitely visual. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Wasn't
I
that you?
appreciate everybody saying that I have the baddies all the time on my show. I appreciate you guys saying that, you know? So that means that you say, and ain't nobody on the show been ugly yet. I've get the
But
DMs from
I bet,
dudes
I
that
bet,
I
I
don't
bet.
even know. So, all right, Lex,
I didn't
you
think
got
that's
you got anything to say?
Look at me. Do I have anything to say?
Yeah, you just look like you had something to say.
Okay, so I was telling my kid not to come in my room with that loud tablet, but
Oh,
I
okay.
honestly, I really don't click on everybody in my stream. I've gotten to a point where I just talk to everybody. Like I'm gonna just communicate with everybody at that point. And if you decide to get in the box and talk to me, then that's cool. It's really about your confidence and how you come into my stream. Like if you come in with confidence, yeah, we can chop it up. But if you come in, you all meek and you all like, oh no, I don't want to get in the box. I'm nervous, or I'm scared of the date box. Like I ain't got time for that, and I don't want that.
Right.
I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna be in y'all page on the backup page to see if confidence is key. Okay,
Hey,
trust me.
no, look, bro. Let me tell you
Trust
something.
me.
There's top streamers on this app, right? That I'm read in their live, right? I literally had a BLK page that literally said my same name, but just spelled differently. I'm in the live, Blue. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Just looking at me. Just looking at me. Don't say nothing. Then I like come in on my other phone with my regular page. Mirror, oh my God, Mirror. And I'm like,
listen, hey y'all, look,
Yes,
look,
Jose.
it's the same thing for me, y'all, right? So I'm Mr. Perfect. I just streamed on here for at least a couple weeks now. So more than a few people have been introduced to me. So like I had a ring level. If y'all click on my name, I did have a ring level. So when I go in live, they be Mr. Perfect. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I go in there, they be like, I'll be, hey y'all, hey.
What do you stream and do? Because I think everybody know what I do.
You had to be there.
you gotta be there.
If you want me to favorite you, just say that.
Right.
Friend, what
That's
do I
funny.
do?
What do I do?
I don't know.
I
don't know,
talk
I'm
slick
new here.
and swallow spit. You know what I'm saying? Man,
He
everything
don't even know
around
what he
here.
do yet. He only been on here 2 weeks. He's still
So
figuring it out
I got
himself.
60. He
64
said he got
diamonds.
64 diamonds, y'all. You know.
I'm sorry, 64 million. My bad, y'all.
I'm crying. Completely forgot million at the end.
I
Yeah, he
forgot.
said he got 64. He didn't give no other thing. He said 64.
I don't
So
look at letters. I'm not here for letters. I'm here for numbers.
Nah, he do. You can tell you got 11,000 followers.
it's all of a plot though. You know, when I go to people's live, they be like, "Oh, what's up, Mirror?" You know, but when they click on my profile and they'll be like, "Dang, Mirror, you got 21,000 faves. How do you have 21,000 faves as a guy? That is wild."
I don't get it. And
You
I'm
know,
lit on here. I don't get it.
I always tell people I have 5,000 favorites before I ever went live. So people, people that struggle to get, I don't know. I don't struggle for faves, It's never been like that for me, I'm
You're
very
moving a little
approachable.
slow.
I know my, I don't have, it's a storming where I'm at. So,
Blood Savage.
What's up, Savage? All right, Miss Sticky. Did you have anything else to input on? Because I know you're a very opinionated woman that I do know.
I just feel like joint bank accounts, yes. No, don't be stealing his money on the side. Get your own. That's pretty much it. From the
Is
topics that I
chivalry
remember.
dead to you?
Yeah, so sad. It's so dead. And open the door. I will literally wait. I'll wait 2 minutes for you to come from the car to come over here in the rain with my umbrella just for you to open the door for me.
Okay. So it don't matter. Open my door no matter what, however long it take. I get out the car, I trip and fall trying to come over to the side of your door. You still gonna be sitting there waiting?
I'm gonna help you get up and wait for you to open the door.
How you gonna help me get up if you
I'm
inside the
like,
car?
"Hey, you all right?" Through the door, through your door. I'm like, "You okay?" And I'm gonna wait.
She's still gonna wait.
Right. Okay. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Lex? Chivalry dead?
I won't say that because I know some gentlemen. You know, I know some that'll still open the door. You know, I know a few, like a good handful, but that's it. So yes and no. It depends on the person.
Okay. You know some gentlemen, they.
Yeah.
I feel like women, when they say they know gentlemen, those are the dudes in the friend zone for them. You thinking that, Mr. Perfect? The gentlemen are the dudes in the friend zone?
No, because I don't get friend. I'm a
Uh-oh.
gentleman, but I don't. But well, I do get friends on too. Oh, yeah. The nice guy. Look, this is how I look at it, right? From the eyes of women, from what I've seen, they're gonna ask we featured. They're gonna ask the guy they think is a goofy for the money. You know what I'm saying? And then the guy that they really like, they're gonna give him the money, the throat, whatever. They're gonna give all the shenanigans. But if she thinks that you gotta be a victim. You're gonna be a victim to these women. They're predators. But if they like you, they'll be your prey, and if they there and lay down, and let you slay them. For real, give you everything. But you gotta be the guy. You know what I'm saying? That catch that eye, the eye of the tiger. That's what I do in my life right there. What you just did? What was that? The look, that's what I do in my life. Right there.
Yeah. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, so we know that like women do want a gentleman, and they want somebody that, respect them and show them and all that stuff. But we always see in public or just in the, social media in our daily lives that those dudes finish last. It seems like the guys who don't respect women and whatnot have an upper hand and they get picked more. So the gentleman, the classic gentleman, sees that and is like, well, why am I still being a gentleman if that's not what you really want?
Man, because it's not what they really want. They do,
Right.
but
So why say that that's what you want when we know what you actually get and that's what you want? Yeah.
So I think it's one of those things where they say like the good guy always finishes last, and sometimes that's true. But I think you can always throw in like the good guy finishes last, but in a better position. You get what I'm saying? So you might act like a certain way toward women and think that it's like cool and acceptable. Well, I mean like a disparaging way toward women, but you may attract or get a certain type of girl. Maybe she's superficial or can't do this or that. You know what I mean? She may be lacking in some things. Whereas if you are chivalrous and masculine and are secure in your role, as a man, I think, and an ultimately good person, I think you will finish in a position where it's like you can look back on your life and like, oh, okay, I had a good life. You get what I'm saying? Versus somebody else who just look back like, oh, I fucked everybody over to get to the top. Do you still finish in the same place? You know what I mean? That's kind of
right.
My thing. So I think men should still continue to treat women good and vice versa. Women need to treat men good.
At the end, that I guess that would be like the basic thing. Just treat each other right and just see where it go. But of course, because we live in a social media dominated world and it's not getting any better, what we see is what we feel like we have to do. Get the woman, we need a nice car, we need a nice place, we need all these different things to get the woman that we like. And then when we obtain those things, we might get the woman and then realize that like, oh, well, I didn't really want her. I really wanted this quiet schoolgirl that goes to church on Sundays and doesn't ever be outside. That's what I really should have went for, you know. So I guess everybody just gotta carve out their own destiny and figure it out, you know.
No one size fit all, definitely.
Yeah, it ain't no one size fit all. Ain't no cookie cutter out here for sure.
Mhm.
Um, so ladies, you guys have anything to contribute to the live before we wrap it up?
Mm. Be good humans.
Right.
Um,
Be good people.
It is 2024. All that negativity, leave that in 2023. Let's make 2024 be a good year. Okay, 2023 was a good year for me, but at the same time it was a bad year. So let's just love each other. Let's stop this black on black violence. This Karen and Kyle, Ed and Eddie. Let's stop it. Let's just all love each other. Let's just all give each other a big hug and go to Mission Beach and have a bonfire because I missed them days.
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. What you thinking, Mr. Perfect?
Oh, something completely unrelated. The show over. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody finna be over here from POF. It's over. They shutting it down in 3 weeks.
They are?
Mhm.
That's good because they be banning people. They be banning people for a long
They
time.
taking Pritzker and POF away from live streaming. Right?
Yeah.
POF? Y'all bogus.
So now look, the reason for POF, they're trying to shut POF down because POF has been it's been a trafficking site for the last like 10, 15 years, and they finally got to the bottom of what's going on. So
What about Tag? They act like Tag ain't been. Well, this the one of the first.
but POF has been worse. It's been worse. Don't they ain't look one thing.
No, you right.
Yeah,
I'm on Tag because I was on POF first looking for the hoes. I was on POF. Then my homie told me about Tag. I'm like, Tag from back in the day? Yeah. So I got on here. There was black women on here. I'm like, I'm saying right here, Diamond. I'm like, this is where the black girls at. I'm like, you. Oh.
Look, I'm not gonna say that I was on POF or not for sure or 100%. But I had a neighbor, that used to be on POF, and every 2 days or 3 days he had a different girl come slide over to the house. He was my next door neighbor, and I'd be like, damn, bro, another one. He's like, yeah, man, POF. Say POF.
That's why I was telling my homie. I'm like, boy, they got on POF, boy. Come on.
Mr. Perfect, it's not bad, just crazy.
One day, I just gotta get 5,000. How many dollars you need? 5 million. I'm gonna get it.
5 million. 5 million.
Mr. Perfect, look, Little Red is asking you what exactly is POF.
Diamond.
What is POF?
It's a dating streaming platform just like Tag That.
It's a low budget tag, but it has.
See, but look, this is the issue. This is the issue with POF, because technically, if we really want to keep it G, Tag and POF should have been merged in the beginning.
But I don't know how we got BLK.
But I'd rather have BLK than POF for sure, because when you think of POF, people literally get on POF to find a woman and smash. Now BLK was more like oh my god, the black
dating,
app,
like
you
really want to go out and date.
So I know people that have gotten married off of BLK, so I respect that a little more. When I think of POF, I think you about to hit the trap, you about to hit Fig, you going to the Blade, you going to Vegas, you changing your address. Somebody like your picture, you in there talking about this is how much it is and all that good stuff like that. That's POF to me. So to have Meet Me standards, when we think of Meet Me, we think of like the big brother, the white man, that's what we think of. And it's like to have that attached to an app like that, it'd be crazy because people say Tag is the ghetto.
Yes.
How's Tag the ghetto and y'all merge with POF?
No, it's ghetto. It's ghetto over here. Y'all know it's ghetto.
Nah, it is
It's
ghetto
It-
over here.
It's ghetto as hell over here. That's true.
But it's better than BLK. I was on BLK before this. BLK, you can't really make money off there. Here,
No.
look at where I'm at now. Like it's better
Thank
over
you.
here. Sure.
No,
He loves it
it just
here.
depends on who you find, baby.
I could curse now.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's 11:04.
Had to reset. Sorry.
I'm mad y'all be like holding it in for real. Y'all really be holding it in.
Yeah, I do.
That's what happened.
Right. Look,
Stop.
man, look, I'll be real serious about that because one thing about this show, and I'm gonna tell you guys, there's 2 morning shows on the app on Wednesday, right? There's 3 to 4 in total. Now, that's not a new rule. It's always been a rule for them pretty much. But admins come in here. Admins come in here, and you don't know they're here because they come on certain pages. And when I was brought to realize what, like, oh yeah, I literally had the owner come in here, the owner of the app come in here on one of my shows, and then I get feedback from the live community team, and they're like, "Hey man, good show. You know, the owner said he likes it."
Aw.
Okay.
And I'm
I
like,
wanted to tell me he's here next time.
Yeah, we don't need
right,
that.
you know, thank you.
So I can be on
So
my best behavior.
so one thing is that they pay attention. They definitely pay. They might not always come in here, but they pay attention. And for as far as like people, if you want to, I'm gonna tell people the juice right now. If you're trying to get your top badge, if you're trying to be seen on that app, if you want new friends, go to the featured shows because you never know who's in there. I've invited people on the show like, hey, come do the show, and they're like, what's in it for me?
Exposure.
Visibility.
Exposure.
Hello.
Okay.
Exposure. You know, so like why do I have to pay you, because we're not supposed to give anybody any diamonds or anything to be on the shows or anything like that? Why should I give you any diamonds to come and do my show? I could sit here by myself at the end of the day and do my show.
People to do their shows? No.
There are,
people
man,
wanna-
there have been, I ain't gonna say there have been streamers known to give people, you know, things to do their show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not one of them. You're not getting anything to come here because this is the reason I structured my show the way it is, because I could do my show with guests or without guests.
Okay.
You know.
Yes, the-
And at the end of the day, I'll sit on here. Me and Ken and Naya sit on here every week. You know what I'm saying? And just chop it up. We don't need no guests. I have a whole you know, I don't even want to call them a family. I got friends, you know, Maria, Nay, Chocolate, you know, Ken, you know, it's a lot of us that carry my symbols. It's a lot. We'll get in here every week and have conversations every week, and we'll never have a guest because y'all want to get paid to be on the show. Like that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We go get Mark. Yeah, we could go. It's plenty of people. I create you. Look, I create a profile and tell you to log in. You know,
And that's such a crab in the bucket mentality because anybody else's box, y'all want to hop in for free just to chop it
Right.
up and be seen anyway. But
Thank
you,
because
babysitter.
Igman has a featured show,
Mhm.
then it's like, oh, I want to, you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
It'd be hard for a lot of people with feature shows to get people to come do them, even though 100 people would be in there. Like to get, you know what I'm saying, to take their time out. I don't care.
that's one thing that bothered me, bro. When I first started to get this show, I asked people that were close to me that I consider friends. Then I'm like, hey, look, I'm thinking about getting a feature show, and they're like, yeah, don't do it. That's hard. That's gonna be difficult. You know, yada yada yada. And I had the people that were closest to me. It was 2 of us. It was Ash and Maria, and I was like, I think I'm gonna do a show. They was like, do it. Who cares? Like, if we got to be your guest every single week, just do it. And then Royalty came along, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, do the show Forget what anybody says. I'm like, nobody's gonna come. My first featured show, I got 750 views. People were so, I never told anybody. Some people were so surprised. They were like, Mirror, you have a show? Mirror? Out of all people, Mirror? And